The Bundeswehr, that's the German military, held its position in Kunduz for around a decade. Now the Taliban have taken the city. This means that the fourth provincial capital falls into the hands of the Islamists within 3 days. The militant Islamist Taliban have taken the provincial capital of Kunduz in the north of the country in Afghanistan. The city fell on Sunday after heavy fighting, confirmed 3 provincial councillors and a resident to the German press agency. A correspondent of the AFP news agency reported, Kunduz has fallen. The Taliban have brought all important buildings in the city under their control. In the past few days, the Islamists had been able to conquer 3 more provincial cities. In Germany, Kunduz is best known because the Bundeswehr had a large field camp nearby for years. Kunduz has long been besieged by Taliban fighters. In the past 2 days, the Islamists have intensified their attacks, said the provincial councils. Apart from a military base around 3 kilometers from the city center and the airport, the Taliban now controlled the entire city. Government officials have fled from there. The people in the city had neither water nor food. They hid in their homes. With the conquest of the city with around 380,000 inhabitants, the Taliban brought 4 provincial capitals under their control within 3 days. Since the start of the withdrawal of international troops from Afghanistan in early May, the Taliban have launched several offensives. First, they were able to record massive territorial gains, especially in rural areas. They now control more than half of the approximately 400 districts in the country and also several border crossings. Most recently, the fighting had increasingly shifted to the capitals of the 34 provinces. During the war in Afghanistan, the Bundeswehr was stationed in Kunduz for around a decade, as I said. From 2003 to 2013, German soldiers from the Kunduz military camp monitored security in the north of the country. Here, German soldiers fought for hours with the Taliban. Nowhere in Afghanistan were more Germans killed than in Kunduz and the neighboring province of Baghlan. Last year, around 100 German soldiers were stationed in Camp Pamir. In addition to the massive military advances in Kunduz, the Taliban have captured 3 other provincial capitals, as I said. Saipul in the province of the same name fell to the Islamists. The provincial councillors Asadullah Khurram and Mohammed Nur Rahmani told the German press agency and confirmed that on Sunday. The situation in the city of Saipul, with an estimated 180,000 inhabitants, is similar to that in Kunduz. According to provincial councils, the Islamists have had the most important government buildings under their control since Sunday morning. The security forces fought hard with them during the night. However, when the second police district fell, they left their post and retired to a military base 1 kilometer from the city center. Government officials are now also in this military base. The Taliban fired mortar shells at them. According to provincial councillor Masuma Shadab, there are several bodies in the streets, but nobody dares to rescue them. Saipul has, as I said, 180,000 inhabitants, and the province in which oil deposits are extracted borders, among other things, in the east on the provinces of Balkh with the capital Mazar-i Sharif, and in the north on the province of Yauzjan. The government only holds the Balchab district in the province, the provincial council said. On Friday, the small provincial capital Saranji in Nimruz on the Iranian border fell to the Taliban practically without a fight. This was followed on Saturday by the city of Shibergan in Yauzjan in the north, the seat of power of the controversial former warlord and ex-vice president Abdul Rashid Dostum, a leading anti-Taliban figure. According to the Afghan Ministry of Defense, the US, which has practically completed its withdrawal from Afghanistan, continues to fly airstrikes in the country. A Taliban meeting in the city of Shibergan was attacked with B-52 bombers, a spokesman said on Twitter. The US military mission in Afghanistan ends on August 31st. According to American data, the withdrawal is more than 95% complete. Since the start of the withdrawal of US and NATO troops in early May, the Taliban have made massive territorial gains in several offensives. They also conquered several border crossings, as I said, and the US military mission in Afghanistan now is really to end this month. And this is a really complex and dangerous situation. And of course you can't stay somewhere forever, but you have to think about what was it worth to be there if something is getting very dark now. And a lot is going there that's really, I don't even have the words to say how bad that will be for the people affected there after all those countries left, and we have to ask ourselves, was that too early? I'll see you in my next video. Bis bald.